Did you know there was a Burt Reynolds doll released? Some people call it an action figure. It's about Mego size. It's kind of like a doll, about the size of Barbie. But technically, there wasn't one. It was called Big Burt, and it was released from a Hong Kong independent company. Yeah, just some generic toy, but they were trying to get that Burt Reynolds crowd. And it's a great looking figure. Although the mustache looks kind of more like a Hitler mustache than a Burt Reynolds mustache. But if you're a Burt Reynolds fan or a fan of cheesy toys from the 70s, I think you're going to want this one. Now, finding information about this is very hard. All I could find was a couple of old eBay ads. I couldn't even find anything hardly about this online. Not even hardly any pictures. In fact, look at this. When I type in Big Burt Reynolds doll into Google, nothing comes up. Can you believe it? Nothing comes up. But for some reason I've hit images, it does bring up links to some old eBay ads. And I love telling you about toys you probably didn't know about. Let's take a closer look. Like I said, I could find very little about this, so I'm guessing this thing is extremely rare. Again, it's in that Mego 70s style that was popular in the 70s, but it is a cheap knockoff from Hong Kong. What I love about this, he comes with different outfits to wear. Let's take a look at him. You have this weird lumberjack outfit. Now, I thought maybe this was like a Deliverance outfit, but he didn't wear anything like this in Deliverance. There he is. I guess you could act like it was Deliverance. And then you have this very strange green, like Robin Hood outfit. Not really sure what they're going for here. And then you have the homosexual cowboy outfit, or maybe park ranger. And then this one looks like something you would see in the $6 Million Man line. It's some kind of snow outfit for him. Kind of odd clothes for Burt Reynolds. When you think Burt Reynolds, you don't think Robin Hood. When you think Burt Reynolds, you don't think gay cowboy. You don't even think lumberjack, straight or gay. And then you sure don't think of anyone in the snow. I can't remember ever seeing Burt Reynolds in the snow. Now let's take a closer look at the figure itself. Like I said, the mustache, it does kind of look more Hitler than Burt Reynolds. But the face, well, it's kind of like Burt Reynolds. At least in the 70s, you can see where they were trying to go for here. But again, they left off the name Reynolds and just called it Big Burt. Now here he is with a Barbie doll, so you can kind of see the style, the size of him. This isn't a Farrah Fawcett or who did he marry? That lady from WKRP? Lonnie Anderson. He married Lonnie Anderson. I don't know why. I would have married Bailey, but hey, that's me. I'm a Bailey kind of guy.
For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.